Hi Godspeed. This channel is against Big Bang and against the current view of astronomy. In this video, I want you to understand that again the gravity does not attract, and it is a foolish way of popular seeing that gravity attracts. I put to you this from Stephen Meyer. Stephen Meyer it is an intelligent design sustainer. But what he says from Newton.
And he said, though these bodies may indeed continue in their orbit by the mere laws of gravity, yet they could by no means have first derived the regular position of the orbits themselves from those laws. Thus, this most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being, capital B. Yeah.
If you read and listen carefully, Newton says gravity is not what entails the system, is a prior explanation of these kind of things. And if you falsify this like NASA, I put this video to understand.
$5 billion years ago, a vast cloud of gas and dust floated through the galaxy we call the Milky Way, the ghostly remains of a great star that had died in a gigantic explosion. The gas and dust is twisted and shaped by magnetic forces, electrical currents, and the subtle pull of gravity. As it swirls around a thickening core, the huge cloud gradually flattens into a disk. Dust and gas gravitate slowly inwards, and eddies begin to form in the cloud. Particles of matter cluster into solid bodies.
I'm telling you from my last video that they say that it was a red star that exploded. They have to explain how the material of the solar system was created. They do not know how atoms were formed. Okay? So a red star exploded and it was gathering the gases. This is what Laplace invented. But this is what Newton says. The gravity does not do this. It is a prior explanation of this. This was falsified by the popular guys that do not know what science says. This body will not fall because it will be attracted with the apple, like popular, the Newton fall there. And I'm telling you, Galileo said this, the first one who said this. Two bodies fall in the same rate of acceleration. There is a vector of spinning and rotation. You combine and you obtain roughly this vector of acceleration. Each body has a celestial body has a vector of acceleration. The moon 1.3, I don't know, Mars. And you combine this vector. Roughly this vector is correlated with energy of movement and mass. When you treat the falling of the object, if you throw this object will reach a distance and it will not stop in the air and fall like perpendicular. It will fall like in a round way. So in this way, if you throw this object, when it will circle the earth, when you beat 9.8 meters per second, the rate of consumption of energy of movement. So it is the same law that is, this is a particular case. It is an oscillation, if you understand. Or it is the same case like this, only this it is. So something must give zero. This body will rotate around this body. And the energy must be zero in the circle, trigonometric circle. Like to make zero, to be a perpetual movement. And what Newton says, I put you again, that you will remember this, okay? In his book, in the Newton book.
And he said, though these bodies may indeed continue in their orbit by the mere laws of gravity, yet they could by no means have first derived the regular position of the orbits themselves from those laws. Thus, this most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being, capital B. Yeah.
Although he did not discover the gravity, Galileo and some other guys, I've read a book from René Descartes. This was from his time. Everybody was looking for this. If you hit this body with this body, how much energy will give from an impulse, a quantity of energy of movement, kinetic, and this is how you treat gravity. This is how you treat gravity. Gravity, it is a relation indeed in the mass and energy of movement. That a consumption to be zero, you understand the rate consumption is this specific acceleration of the system. If you have the specific acceleration of the system, with the same force you can calculate how far you can throw this rock or this big rock with the same force. And the rate of consuming is depending on mass, because it is the energy will give, it is, you understand, you have of the same force, the same energy, this body will consume faster the acceleration because it is related with the mass force equal mass of and acceleration. And the case that you throw this rock before the acceleration will consume the movement, you escape in the space. Now if you want to accelerate this body in space, it is logical that you need less energy than this, because this is heavier, but the rate of consuming is the same. You want to accelerate this, but that's why. So you cannot know exactly why, but it does like this. Circular perpetual movement. 0, 0, 0, 0. So Newton again said that this circularity, perpetual circularity, is given by mathematics, but these mathematics do not entail the system. And I'm telling you 3,000 billion times, Laplace falsified this. Gravity does not attract, and Newton says this. You explain two objects, and you must have two objects. If you consider gravity through mass, you are stupid somehow. But if you consider gravity in acceleration, expansion of the universe, you are more stupid, because it will have to be that the end of the universe will attract all the universe towards it, to be the similarity with gravity, with rotation. You understand? You understand? You have to have two bodies. What is the second body that gravitated at the Big Bang? They were stupid, okay? They were stupid. They were saying, since the air is getting away, they will attract, and sometimes in the back. But it is wrong like this. They were giving away, and if you give the system back, the gravity will pull in a rotation system. You cannot calculate when it will go in the Big Bang. And it is stupid. What can gravity do in the back? This is how it was. You understand that it is stupid. It's stupid, okay? It's stupid. Gravity does not entail the system. and this does not make a big bang, and it means to rotate, to body to rotate. You do not have to know exhaustively these kind of things. When you go around Mars, you know the acceleration of Mars, and that gravity assist means that you combine your vector of trajectory with the vector of Mars, and you double the vector. But you could be stupid, you do not know philosophically why, and did not discover philosophically exactly why. It is due to energy and mass, and I believe that the system is energetically, like electron energy, if you understand. But if you want to remember something, you remember that everybody that says that the planets and the stars were made to gravity, it is stupid.
The larger bodies continue to grow, sweeping up particles and dust as they orbit the condensing core of the disk and begin to heat under the increasing gravitational pressures. In the central core of the disk, incredible heat is being generated, hotter and hotter, until it reaches critical temperatures. And then, billions of years ago, a nuclear reaction occurred, and our sun was ignited.
And against Newton, and against science, and against science. And I've told you my previous video, there are some Lagrange points that they are making impossible that from something to be gathering, like Jupiter. You correlate my videos, okay? So why this is what I want to tell you. The gravity is given on a rotation, and we do not know another kind. All the movements, that's why I'm telling you, when you throw this rock, it will consume the momentum, not fall down perpendicular, but in the circle of movement. And farther and with much force, you obtain the orbit. You understand? So the solar system is given by this law that to be 0, 0, 0, 0. But again, Newton says you do not obtain through these mathematical laws this circular movement. And now what I want to tell you. Was the whole point, if you understand. This is my point. I'm making you to understand gravity and science. You watch my other videos to understand better. There are some crooked galaxies. There are many crooked galaxies. This is the last picture of Hubble, the last one now filmed. And the last few pictures from Hubble, the galaxies are crooked. We do not know only this kind of rotational system, if you understand. That galaxy does not stay together through a pull force. That gravity is not to pull. This is how it tricks. It is an ensemble crooked, and you believe that it stays together because somehow it is attraction and stays. It is false because we only know mathematically. But you made another one. If you are smart, you make one square one gravity. If you are smart, but does not exist. Mathematically, you only have in the circle one. You understand? This is the only kind. So these galaxies are crooked. These galaxies are not gravitational system. Newton says that gravity does not make gravitational system. You understand? I seem angry, but on stupidity, you understand? I don't believe. I don't have anything to gain. I already tell you. I don't want money. I want nothing. I discovered these things, and because for pity and love I do these things. Because all the earth is tricked. You understand or not? So gravity we know mathematically only one kind, this spherical one. Circular. You must invent another one to have a crooked galaxy. And it will not stay together, these objects, through gravity, but to atomical boundings, chemical boundings will stay together in one place. But that galaxy, they are crooked, they do not have any reasoning to be crooked. Because if they were going to be, there was going to be round, like this is the only mathematical law that we know, around gravity. You understand? So you understand from Newton that gravity does not produce the system, and we know only one kind, rotational, to give zero always, to be a perpetual movement. Maybe you can have a oblong one or something, or okay, that's why maybe Newton could not calculate for Mercury or something. But in no case you don't have a galaxy like that crooked galaxy. So what is that galaxy? It is not a rotational system, a gravitational system. That galaxy is not a rotational system. And now I want to tell you, they believe that each light, individual light, it is a sun. They are lying this, that you do not understand. Nobody proved that each light should be like a sun. Like our sun. It is a light. It is what it is showing. But nobody demonstrated that each light it is like a sun. So it is a light. It is not bound gravitationally. You understand? So in this way I'm telling you, there are a cumulus of lights, not bound gravitational. I just proved to you. So why do you do not believe that there could be lights that they are not producing fire like these bulbs? And it is small. Why you do not believe now? Because nothing in physics interdicts that a small body should illuminate. So if you believe that each point is like a sun, you are tricked. But if you believe that it is like a sun, I am telling you why they are crooked. Because gravity makes spherical round things wrong. So why the galaxy is crooked? Why it is moving inside that galaxy, the ultimate picture from Hubble, that it is from NASA site, okay? I'm not making the pictures. So I'm telling you, like God made this organism in the ocean.
Bioluminescence is the term that we use for living light. Bio meaning life, and luminescence meaning light. You're probably familiar with bioluminescence.
Bioluminescent beings do not burn you and they are not burning themselves. the light can be produced without fire, like this, without fire. And they did not knew. Laplace guy falsified, gravity falsified, you understand? And they were all, they're like fools searching from big thermic energy at the stars. The stars are cold. And they are like this organism put in water. They are put in clouds. And they are small stars. You see a big star, that's a considerable star. And maybe that one function like our sun. It is in the same place and there are cumulus of this small star. If you believe that I'm stupid, I'm telling you that you falsify science. Gravity we know only like this one. No, nothing gravitates there. And by the time of Hubble time, this is what was searching. If something rotates like that, like perfect rotation to red to blue, like the siren. And they said they did not say they falsify, did not use science, and they falsify everything like this. And Hubble said that Andromeda is receding, is going away from us. Why everybody says that it is approaching us? So that galaxy has cumulus of object put in matter. There is matter that you cannot see it. You cannot see Earth. I'm not looking always. I must think what I'm saying. English is not my language even. You understand? I must think. So there are cumulus of lights. And they could be like this. You imagine that could be not even that they're producing light. If you have a center, an object, they could reflect light, like the moon. But they could producing light like this, like a thundercloud, I've told you. In water, they could be lights. If you do not understand, and you contradict this, I'm telling you always, I don't have time to, I will comment the Bible. I want to demonstrate from the Bible that this is how the things are. We could not see galaxies. They name our heaven, the Bible names it heaven, and they name it galaxy, that to trick you. And our galaxy is spherical. It was spherical from all times. Copernic made this revolution. From all times they said that the earth is round, but it is in the middle of our solar system. The solar system was with earth in the middle and round, and Ptolemy knew the planets in 160 before Christ. The planets were known before Christ. The planets. Before Christ were known, the planets. This with flat and things are for stupid people, okay? The planets were known before Christ and the orbiting. And Ptolemy in 160 said that the Earth is round, it stays in the middle of our spherical galaxy. The Milky Way belt is spherical, it's round, and you are full with your own mind. If it is a spiral, you have to see 3-4 bands of light, concentrated bands. It will be a spiral. But they were known that the galaxy is spherical, and the Copernic came and said no. Mathematically, the sun is in the middle. But who made the sun to be in the spiral arm of this kind of... by the time of Einstein, our galaxy was spherical. Who made it? You do not even know the name of the bastard. Who falsified this? Having no calculus of distance. Our galaxy is spherical, and inside the galaxy there's the sun, and with planets and rocks that for each country on this earth. And we can only know a single way mathematically. This kind. And that galaxy are crooked. They are not gravitational system. They are flowers or light. This is what two saints said this. In 350 after Christ, they said they are flower of light. Flower of lights. God made them in matter, and their flower of mass, static flower of light. Gravity will move them circular. They're static flower of light. And I'm telling you there's another galaxy, but we cannot see it because our spherical galaxy is surrounded by matter, like a wall of clouds, black clouds, that you cannot see the moon and the earth from the moon, when only what is illuminated. So there are billions of kilometers, and there is another one. And there is another galaxy, if you want to name it galaxy, but we cannot see it. If you are hungry for matter and things like this, let's go there if you want to see what it is beyond the stars. We can go because there are only 26 billion kilometers, and we'll reach there. And we will see. But do not falsify that you can see a greater distance than this. So I'm sorry for now. I'm making big videos, and maybe nobody will watch them, but I have to bring this on the surface, and then maybe I will shorten them. I say like a science at a coffee, and God bless. Gravity means to circulate, and we only know one kind, and gravity does not attract. God bless.
And this is what Newton said. He said, though these bodies, he was talking about the fine-tuning of the planetary system, the way all the planets are delicately balanced to maintain this beautiful, stable orbit. And he said, though these bodies may indeed continue in their orbit by the mere laws of gravity, yet they could by no means have first derived the regular position of the orbits themselves from those laws. Thus, this most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being, capital B. Now, I simply made the point in follow-up that right in the introduction to the greatest work of physics ever written, or arguably so, Newton was making arguments for intelligent design. He did not separate his support for intelligent design or the evidence for intelligent design or his argument for intelligent design from his science. It was built into the very fabric of one of the greatest works of physics ever written.